everyone, it's Olivia from Girlybunches, and in this week's video I'm going to be showing you how to make this little cute crochet triangle. And it's quite small, but this pattern I'm going to show you will allow you to make it any size you want. So it's same all sides, and actually a triangle is very useful to know. You can use this for lots of different things, and I will show you just something that I made last night. I'll just zoom out a little bit. I was just trying to think of different ways you could use this triangle, and I've made this. I'm not really sure what it is. I made it anyway, and I've had a few suggestions from Instagram about what it could be, and I've had it looks like an apple slice. Yes, I can definitely see that. It looks like an apple slice, doesn't it? Someone's put bum warmer, but yeah, I'd have to make that much bigger to keep my bum warm. And Zima Lady, Z-Mail Lady, I think that's her username. She's put could be acrylic doily for a lamp or a hot pad for a kettle, which I think is just brilliant. So yeah, you know, you could make it thicker if you wanted it as a hot pad. So, or you could double up and make it 2 layers, like I showed you in the pot holder video, which I'll put a link to down below. But yes, there you go, that's just one idea that you could use these triangles for. And triangles are such a versatile shape, you could use it practically for all sorts of different things. So I shall get on and show you how I made this. So I'm going to be taking some double knit yarn and my favourite 4mm hook. You can see it's my favourite because the purple's coming off. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be using in this video, and what we're going to do is we're going to just start off with a magic loop, of course. So into that magic loop we're going to do 3 lots of 6 trebles. So you may know those as double crochets, but as I'm British I know those as trebles. So we're going to do 3 chains to replace that first treble, and I'm going to do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and apologies if you can hear my washing machine in the background, but it is a washing day for me. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all together, and then we're going to separate those with 3 chains, very much like a granny square, but obviously we're doing longer sides. So we've got 3 chains, and then again I'm going to do 6 trebles. What's that there? There we go. And then again 3 chains and then 6 trebles. Now, depending on the yarn you're using or the size hook you're using, you may want to add another chain into that turning sort of loop, that bit there. You may want to add more. It depends on, you know, your tension, whatever. But if you find that you have excessive curling, then you might want to add more. The thing with this pattern, it does tend to curl up a little bit, so don't worry if that does happen, because as soon as you attach it to something else it lays out flat, as you could see from the example I showed you at the beginning. Whoops, how many have I got there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and yeah, 3 more chains again, and then we're going to slip stitch into the top of that 3rd chain just there to finish off that first round. If you don't know how to do a magic loop, I shall put a video link in the description down below to show you how to do that. If you're not a fan of the magic loop, then you may need to do about 6 chains to begin with in that centre, but I like, as you know, I prefer the magic loop. So there we go, that's our first round done. And then this round, the second round, what we're going to do is we're going to chain 3 to replace a treble, and then we're going to do a treble into the top of each of one of those that we did on the bottom row, and then we're going to do 2 into the space, 3 chains, 2 more into that space, and then 1 treble into the top of each of those stitches from the previous round, and then that's how we're just going to continue for that whole round. So that first one next to your is a little bit first one next to your, excuse me, sorry, just had to clear my throat, sorry about that. The one next to those 3 chains can be a little bit difficult to see, you might lose your stitch. So you remember that you have 6 across the bottom, so you just want to make sure you get that next stitch in, don't skip it to that top of that stitch next to the 3 chains. So remember there'll be 6 here, then 2 into that corner, 3 chains, then 2 into that corner. So I'll just do that. So we should have 6 there, which we do, and then we're going to do 2 into that corner space, 3 chains, 2 into that corner space, like that, and then 6, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 along. So again, we've come up to that corner, so we're going to do 2 trebles, 3 chains, and then 2 trebles again into that same space, and then again 1 treble into the top of each of these from the previous round. And then again we're going to do 2 trebles, 3 chains and 2 trebles into that corner space. And there we go. Just about to finish our round by just simply slip stitching into that 3rd chain that we did from the beginning of that 2nd round. Just like that, and there we go, those are 2 rounds, and see what I mean, it does curl up a little bit, but that's how it is. You could always block these by just sort of pinning them out overnight, and that does help, but as I showed you in that sample at the beginning, once you attach it to something else it lays flat. So if you wanted to make this bigger, all you do is repeat that again. So I'll show you what you do is, oh, that was my arm, sorry about that. You're going to do a treble into each one of those along now, which will be 8 until we get to that corner. Like so. And then again into this corner we're going to do 2 trebles, 3 chains and 2 trebles. So I'll just do that. I think I did enough chains there, did I? One, 2, 3, that's better. And then 2 trebles. And then I will do a treble into each one of these and then repeat the corners as I did from the previous rounds, and this one here, 2 trebles and 3 chains, then 2 trebles, and then I'll come back when I get to here. Okay, so we're just going to do that corner bit again. So that's 2 trebles, 3 chains, and yep, you guessed it, another 2 trebles into that same space there. And then we just keep going along until we get to here by just putting trebles in the top. And then just doing a slip stitch into that 3rd chain from the previous round, from the start of the round, and there we go. That's just how you would continue to go. Keep adding to each corner for each, so if you've got 2 extra stitches and 2 extra stitches, so your row increases by 4 stitches each time you go round, which allows it to get bigger. So once you've got to the size of triangle that you want, you're just going to do one finishing round of just doing doubles, which you may know as singles, all the way round. So to do that, I'm just going to chain 1 and then do a double into that same space, that same stitch, and then you just continue to do that all the way around. And I'll show you what you do at the corner. And this gives it a nice edge to it, so if you want to sew it to another triangle, then that gives you a nice edge to work into, or if you want to crochet it together, that gives you like a sacrificial edge to work into. It's optional, you don't have to do this edge, I just think it gives it a nice finish if you do. So when you get to the corners, you're going to do 2 doubles, and you're going to do 1 chain and then 2 doubles, just to make that corner like that. And then again, just do your doubles all the way around into the top of each stitch. So again, in that corner we're just doing 2 doubles, 1 chain and 1 double. If you found that that wasn't enough stitches and it was pulling, you could add another double in, so you were doing 3, a chain and then 3, but I think I'm alright with that one. So I'm just going to come all the way down here, and I'll come back to you when I get to this bit here. Just coming up to finishing this now, doing my last double there, and then I'm just going to slip stitch into that first double that I did at the beginning of the round, and there we go, I'm ready to fasten off my yarn. And just pull that up tight just like normal, and there we go, there's our triangle finished. There's the curl that I was talking about, but if I show you this again, you can see that this is lying down nice and flat. So you could make 5 more of those and then just do what I did, which was to crochet them together, and I've done that in a previous video, granny square video, so I shall put a link down below to that to show you how you join the 2 together using crochet. If you would like a separate video on how to join them using crochet, so that's any motif, so I've sort of covered it in a hexagon video as well down below, but if you want just a dedicated video on how to crochet things together or sew them together, can you just let me know in the description box down below, and I'll gladly do a video for you on that. But I don't want to go over ground that you may already know, but if you would like a separate video, then just let me know. But yeah, that's my crochet triangle. It's really versatile, it's actually very cute I think. But yeah, that's just my video so on the triangle, so I really hope you enjoyed it. I would love a thumbs up if you did, and if you haven't already, why don't you subscribe so you can see my new videos coming out once a week. But there's still more videos to come, and if you subscribe you'll see them coming up. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!